What's going on? Welcome back to Real World Tool Reviews, and today I'm talking about little 12-bolt drills. As you can see, I've got a collection of those here, and it's kind of going to be like a review of my favorite one, which is this Bosch brushless screwdriver, is what they call it. This is more than a screwdriver. It's a drilling and driving versatile, just badass little thing. I mean, this is what I use for almost, I would say 80% of what I need a drill for. I can get it done with this. I just love this thing. And it's also going to be kind of a comparison video between the Bosches and the Milwaukees, and what's good about each one, what's bad about each one. So I like this style of handle for a drill, for a 12-bolt drill. I like this design that both of these brands have, which is the battery goes up into the handle. It kind of makes them more compact. They can fit in a tool bag better. Some people don't like it because, I guess, I don't know, if you're not used to the way the fatter handle is, like if you have a big, I don't know, I got mitts, I got big stupid fat bear claw mitts, and these things just fit in my hands really good. Like I'll use my middle finger for the trigger, and I feel like I have a lot more control with these. Not everybody feels that way because everybody's hand shaped different. Some people like the slide batteries, and that's good, whatever makes you happy. But this style really works well for me for a small drill. I love the Bosches for work. These are the ones I use for work, and these are actually a lot cheaper than the Milwaukees, but I think they're better. They have lasted forever. Like, here's the two 12-bolt drills that I started with. You can buy these for 99 bucks off of Amazon or at Lowe's. They come with these two batteries, these two drills, and a charger and a little bag. For 99 bucks, that's pretty good. And if you're just starting, I would really suggest, like, if you're just starting as like in any trade, like if you're a plumber, just starting as a plumber, electrician, HVAC guy, maintenance guy, whatever, this is a really good set. And then this right here, I would upgrade to as soon as you can afford it. It's a little more expensive. I think you can probably get this for $120 for the kit or something. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. I should have looked it up before the video, but I didn't. But this one is the best 12-bolt drill ever made. I don't care what anybody says. There's no way you can get any better than this. That's how big it is. That's the footprint, handprint. That's what this is. I mean, look at that. I got a big hand, but that's a small drill, and it's so light. I mean, for most of the stuff you need a drill for, you can do it with this, and it is just going to be so enjoyable. I cannot recommend this thing enough. This is the Bosch GSR 12-bolt-300HX. Get you one if you need a small drill. It's just the best. So that's kind of the way I feel about these Bosches is they're really reliable. They're really good. I've been using them for years, and I just love them. I mean, I love the way they feel. I love the way they operate. Even these old brushed ones, they're just the shit. I mean, you can't go wrong with these. These will not let you down. That being said, these Milwaukees, I really like them. They're more expensive than the Bosch. I mean, I got these on a really good deal around the holidays. One of the YouTube channels that posts Home Depot deals, I don't know if you guys have seen those, but you should subscribe to it. There's a few of them that do it where they just give you like They scour the Home Depot website deals and they post them as soon as they're up, and they only last a little while. But anyways, I got these on a super good deal, so that's why I bought them. I bought them for my shop. When I bought this house, I had this shop, and it's not really a shop, it's more of a shed that I'm turning into a shop, and I wanted some good little drills for having in here just to build stuff. And I really do like them because they have a ton of power. Like, I mean, for a 12-volt little drill, this combo right here, it almost feels like an 18-volt. Not quite, but they're close to it. I mean, like, this impact will just, I mean, hammer they will sink some deep screws, like I can drive deck screws into big deck boards all day long with this if I wanted to. I like them because, like, I'll pre-drill a hole for something that I'm working on in here. Like, I just recently built a rack to keep my firewood on my porch, and I pretty much assembled everything that I cut with these two tools. I screwed everything together, and you know, it's really convenient just to pre-drill and run the screw in with these two. They're light and they're powerful, so I like them, but they're just not as good as the Bosches, in my opinion, partly because the batteries don't last as long, probably because they have more power than the Bosches do, although this thing has a lot of power, but these batteries don't last as long, like, hands down. They just don't. I don't know if it's better batteries that Bosch has, or the motors in these Bosches are more efficient, or they just don't have as much power. Like, you know, this thing has a bunch of power compared to this drill. Now, I haven't used the new, like, Bosch brushless drill, but from what I understand, it is this tool with a 3/8 chuck on it, like with this kind of drill chuck is just on this same exact motor. So that's what I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So it's this, and this has a lot of power. Doesn't have as much power as this Milwaukee though. But for in the field, like if you're in the field working on stuff, I like the Bosches more. For the shop, I can always have a fresh battery charging, and so the Milwaukees in the shop are really good. And it's nice to have something this small with this much power. But this impact, this thing has built a lot of shit. This thing has sunk a lot of screws, and it keeps on going. I mean, I have gotten this thing hot from just like, I should have had my DeWalt 18-volt big impact to drive all the screws I was driving, but I just had this one because I grabbed it out of the truck and it was right there. I've gotten this thing so hot that I thought it was going to burn up, but it just didn't. It just keeps on going. This thing is a great tool. So now it's kind of retired into the life of just take off 1/4 inch and 5/16 little screws off of air conditioners. You've had a good life, buddy. Keep on rolling. You're in retirement now. This guy, you know, hanging cabinets, taking whatever the hell you need to take apart, sinking screws for fixing different stuff. I just take it with me everywhere. I change a ton of locks. I work at a lot of rental properties. This thing's changed hundreds of locks. It's just a really great, I mean, this will drill a big hole in wood if you need it to. This will sink screws. It gives you a ton of control. This Bosch brushless screwdriver drill is just the shit. And it is the most versatile, best one of all these. And all these are good. This Milwaukee old brush screwdriver I actually basically just bought to have an extra battery. It was so cheap. It was like $60 for this with a couple batteries and a charger. Like, I just bought it basically to have the extra charger and batteries. It is lame. But it's I don't know. It's just a little screwdriver meant for literally taking apart, like, I don't know, IKEA furniture or something. This thing sucks. But this was just kind of like, I don't know. But these two, this combo here and this old brush combo here, I say the Bosches are better than these. Like, I would buy these again. I would not buy these again, especially full price. Don't pay full price for these. But if you're just like, if you need some small drills in the trades for going up under houses or small projects, whatever you're doing, these will get you through it if you're using 12 volt. These are supposed to be nicer. I don't really think they're much nicer. They're fancier. They have like more special features, but in your hands when you're using them, they're not better. That's just what I believe about them. So I would buy these brushed for $99, Bosch 12 volts, and then I would upgrade to this as soon as you can afford it, because this is just awesome. So that is kind of all I think I want to say about 12 volt drills. Now, there's one caveat between these two brands. If you want some other 12 volt tools, you're going to be limited with the Bosch stuff. They don't make stuff like Milwaukee does, and that's part of why I decided to invest in this, because for my shop, I wanted like a Dremel, a rotary tool, you know? And this thing, sorry if maybe that blew your eardrums out, but that's a good thing to have on the shop bench. It's been really fun to use. You know, Bosch doesn't offer stuff like this. Bosch doesn't offer, you know, a mini Sawzall. Actually, I think they do, but I haven't heard too many good things about it. This fuel mini Sawzall from Milwaukee, I've only used it a couple times. I just bought this, but man, is this thing a beast for the size. So, and they make a bunch of other stuff. They got band saws, they've got mini grinders. I mean, they've got a lot of good tools for 12 volt that's powerful enough to use, like seriously. So that's one thing about Milwaukee that's really cool. But if you're just doing, if we're just talking drills, if you just need some 12 volt drills, Bosch all day long, get the Bosches, especially this thing. So that's what I've got to say about these small tools. Here in the real world, it's nice to have some small power tools, you know, to go and get shit done without having to grab a big toolbox full of big power tools. These really have come a long way in the last few years, and a lot of people are using them. I love them. I still have my 18 volt stuff I used to, but if I can get away with a smaller power tool, I'm going to all day long. So that's all I've got to say about it. Thanks for watching.